Let's talk Sabonis. I think my man is 7th in the MVP race, and my guy didn't even make it into an all-star. That is the most bullcrap thing I've ever heard of in my life. I am very enraged with the all-star snubs this year. De'Aaron Fox was snubbed. Trae Young was snubbed. Lauri Markkanen was snubbed. Miles Turner wasn't even really considered. But Domantas Sabonis is the biggest. And the reason is not because I think he's the best player of this pool. The reason is because the man is 7th in the MVP race. He's been in the MVP race all season. The man is averaging 20 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists per game this season. He is in the MVP race, yet he is not an all-star. How does that make any sense? Since when has the NBA gotten to this level, to where a player is in the literal MVP race and is not an all-star? I'm mad about De'Aaron Fox. He was averaging 30 points. I know he's gone through a bad stretch as of late, but he was shooting it over 40% from 3. I believe it's still up there. De'Aaron Fox has been playing amazing basketball. But for the Kings, I think the thing that I'm most enraged with is Domantas Sabonis. I said Domantas. It's Domantas, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. But man, you're in the MVP race. You're not an all-star? Since when has this become a thing? You're in the MVP race and you're not even an all-star? Who are we putting above him? We're putting AD above Sabonis this season? No, Sabonis has been better this season. We're going to put Cat over Sabonis this season? Yeah, Cat scores more points. But Cat is not a better all-around player than Sabonis. It's just disrespect. And people always go to, oh, it's NBA politics, right, for the All-Star games. And I say, oh, that's not quite right. And then people say, oh, it's NBA fan. The fans just get whatever they want, and it's a popularity contest, right? And I say, that's not quite right. And I say, it's either or, whatever the NBA wants in the moment. Like, whatever benefits them the most, it's either going to be a popularity contest or a politics contest. You would think if it's a political conversation, they're going to give Sabonis the All-Star, right? You would think, right? Because he doesn't have much fans. But they decided to not go the political way this time, but go the fan way this time since it benefited them. They want to put the guys that they want to put into the All-Star game in there, and then the rest of the guys, they just don't even care. Right? It's like you're just going to leave Trae Young out of the All-Star game 2 times in a row while averaging 25 and 11. That is ridiculousness. I get it. Tyrese Maxey's been playing good basketball. Tyrese Maxey's been taking a big leap. But Tyrese Maxey still does not deserve an All-Star spot over Trae Young at all. Dame Dollar does not at all. Dame is averaging less points shooting it. Dame is averaging less points, less assists, shooting it at a less field goal percentage rate than Trae Young. And he got all-star starter. Trae Young is not even a reserve. It is ridiculous. There's no way. I watched Cat score 60. I'm not trying to get up here and talk about Cat, and say that Sabonis is supposed to just dethrone him and, Cat just sucks. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I saw Cat's 60-point game. And Cat's a streaky player. He can score the basketball. But there is no world in which Cat is a better player all around than Sabonis. What? And the Kings, if I'm not mistaken, they're a top 5 seed in the West. What? It's a playoff team. Let me check. I'm about to tell you. Because the Kings, they're the 5th seed in the West. They're 27 and 19. What? Not one of their players is an all-star? I get it. The West is packed with guards. I understand it if De'Aaron Fox does not get it, right? Because you got my boy Steph Curry, my favorite player, coming off the bench. So whatever. I may have considered dethroning D Book, but Book has been playing better, right? So I give it to Book, right? De'Aaron Fox, I'm not too mad at it because there's every single guard that's in there, I think deserves it. With Sabonis, no. He is a all-star, at least. You can't put a person in the MVP conversation and then not say they're an all-star. That is the most bogus thing I've ever heard of. It just shows how the NBA is biased. Politically wise, they want to promote this man Sabonis on a politics level. They want to support him because he's foreign. And on a politics level, the NBA supports foreign players. But because my man does not win the popularity contest, he's not an all-star. So it just goes to show where the NBA's head is at, right? Politically, the NBA, they support Jokic. That's why he's been in the MVP conversations, right? Politically, right? It shows them having a a wider demographic. Right. But when it comes down to respect, valuing a player on the basketball court, they don't respect Jokic because he doesn't fit into the popularity contest. So when it comes down to political things like the MVP, that's not on air. People aren't watching that. Yeah, we can give it to Jokic. Oh, but when people are watching, oh, they don't want to watch this slug up and down the court. Oh, let's not favor Jokic. This is the NBA. It's either politically favored or it's a popularity contest. And we've seen the effects of the popularity contest. A player is in the MVP race, not an all-star. On the terms of Trae Young, it has enraged me. He's an all-star 1,000%. It's disrespectful that he's not. It is disrespectful that Trae Young is not an all-star. At the core, it is disrespectful. Very. But it must be the way it is. The fact that Dame is an all-star starter and Trae Young's not even an all-star. I do not. Trae Young is so much better than Dame right now. People don't watch him. It's just become a trend to hate Trae Young. I don't want to sit there and talk about it because it just enrages me. This is the second year in a row. This is ridiculous. This guy's averaging 27 and 11. I'm done with this conversation. The NBA, I don't know. Some people are cool with it. They're content because, the players that got in deserved it. No. I'm out.